What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 40 of our Millwall career mode, and today we've got a couple of games on the docket, but today's going to be a little bit different. What happened was the volume didn't record on the first two games here, so at the end of the second game, we're going to start up the commentary. The first two games, I'm going to run by the goals real quick. There's not too much to miss. Luckily in the first two games here, but the Chelsea game we're just going to extend a little bit, add a little bit more, and that'll be the majority of the video, and the first two games will just be quick little highlights in there, but the other Chelsea game that we have in the Carabao Cup will extend a little bit and get some extra work in there for you guys. Yeah, it's strange that the volume just didn't record. It recorded and it was finicky. It was very strange. Gaps in between, but that's none of your concern, guys. We're going to jump into it. We're going to take a look at the first two games we went through, and then we're going to jump into the Chelsea game. Okay, guys, so there you have it, a 3-1 victory over Stoke. Now, at the end of that game, right after the goal, my cap card started to freak out a little bit, so we didn't catch the very end of the game, the last 2 or 3 minutes or so, but nothing changed, of course. It finished 3-1, and we've got Chelsea here now. We're going to jump into a huge game against Chelsea. They're the last team in this tournament that's really, really good. We got Leicester and Brighton, and those are the only other Premier League teams we have left. So in a decent spot. So hopefully we can, if we can beat Chelsea, we can go on and get really deep into this tournament. So let's jump into it. We're going to change the squad around just a little bit. But let's jump into it. It's Millwall and Chelsea, winner off to the semi-final. It's Carrasco. Some ball forward, and he finds Cavani, who's slipped inside here, and he has an attempted goal, and it's Archer's save. First real attempt on goal for anybody so far. And Chelsea are going to look to add to it as Carrasco comes in here, and he keeps a hold of it. Grimaldo, it's a good ball out to the top. It's Bakayoko, back into Conte, and Archer once again coming up with the save. Gets that ball in. It's a perfect ball. And he slides it around here. One more. Diop, and it's Foden who cuts back, and Foden has an attempt and is blocked out by Cahill and out for a corner. Courtois looked like he would have collected that. Should it have been on goal. But Brewster gets a header across, but it's fallen to David Luiz, who clears. Can we make this pressure count a little bit? Make Courtois work. There's Dozell. Nicely done, Brewster, here into space, and there's the working from Courtois. Decent attempt, just too close to Courtois there from Brewster, and Foyth gets a header on, and it's just wide. A little bit of pressure there, we just couldn't finish, and it's a very even game so far. Nicely done from Foden there to take it away in midfield. Now can we put some pressure on Chelsea here? Brewster. Brereton has an attempt from distance, and it's a good save from Courtois there. 38 minutes on the clock. It's still 0-0, but it's a decently entertaining game so far. Up the wing it comes. It's Carrasco, but his touch is a little bit wayward, and the Dozell picks it up. Drives forward. It's a good ball in. Foden. Can he find Brereton here? And it's Brereton. Brereton into space, and oh, what a strike. Bar down. Stays over the line, stays in the net. What a hit from Brereton there. Just set himself a little bit there instead of taking another touch closer to goal. And it's Foden here, just turns, nice little back heel, and it's that touch there, just sets himself and fires it past Courtois. A great finish from him, no chance whatsoever from Courtois. And just before halftime, we've picked up the lead and put ourselves in a good position. Nicely done. Can we make something happen here before the break? Even though we just scored here. And Brewster is going to cut back. Brewster! Oh, and it's in off the post again! And 2 goals just before halftime has opened this game up. Right before the whistle is blown. Brewster in off the post. Brereton in off the bar. And 2 very close to goals. We'll take it. It's a nice cutback. Has an attempt. Courtois might be getting to that, I feel. Was it too far away? He just missed it, Courtois. And it's in off the base of the post. A 44-minute goal and a 40, probably 7th, as that's probably the last kick of the half. And there it is. It's 2-0. And Chelsea have a lot to do in this second half to get back into this. Back to Diop. Got a bit lucky, but we'll take it as Brewster cuts back, has an attempt, and it's straight at Courtois, who saves. Chelsea have 20 minutes. They need 2 goals. Send this to extra time. Is running off of Carrasco. Here he comes. Ooh, that was not far away. But it looks like Chelsea are going to go out of the Carabao Cup. I'm not sure what happened late here. Normally the computer, when they're trailing, pushes forward, looking to get themselves into a position where they can force a win or something. Just attempt to do something there as we move perfectly across the box there and end this game on a goal. Icing on the cake. It's 3-0, but Chelsea never really brought a center back forward, never really went on attacking, never forced anything. It was very strange the last 25 minutes. And that's good football, though, just to slide it all the way across. Onyedinma right there to smack it home. 3-0. And we are off into the semifinal of the Carabao Cup. We'll see who we play. There aren't too many. As I said, there's going to be, after us, there's going to be 2 championship teams and a Premier League team with us in the semi-final as we dispatch Chelsea there. Nottingham Forest are one of them, as you can see, 3-1. And Brighton, and I don't even know which team that is, to be fair. And then it's Millwall and Nottingham Forest. So we are definitely the best team left, I would say. Brighton, the only team left that's in the Premier League, even though I haven't actually checked. They may not even be in the Premier League at the moment. If they got relegated right away, they did. So we are the only Premier League team left with 4 teams left in there. And as you can see, we're 5 points ahead of Chelsea, but as you can see, we've got Norwich, and then we've got Chelsea again. That's an important game, of course, and then Arsenal and City. So Chelsea, Arsenal, and City in a row. So what I'm gonna do, actually, so we're gonna simulate this game in the next episode. God, in Bulu every day it's like a transfer offer. He never leaves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sim Norwich right now, and then we are going to next episode play Chelsea, Arsenal, and City and see how we get on, and put ourselves in complete control of the title race. Depending on how this goes, Chelsea's our closest challenger, obviously, but 13 points between us and third. Only 5 points between us otherwise. So let's sim this game and see what happens. Hopefully no injuries and hopefully a win. And that's the recent form. Lost to Wolves, draw with Bournemouth, lost to Everton. So hopefully something nice can happen here. We can get ourselves a win. And Lookman gives us the lead. So we're about to enter halftime. It's still 1-0. Keep on moving. It's 60th minute. Madison comes on. It looked good for Leicester the other day. 75 minutes gone. Everything looks good. 85 and a victory. A 1-0 victory. Alright, so we'll definitely take that as Chelsea win their game as well. So this has become a big old game. It's going to be Chelsea to start off next episode again, and then Arsenal and City to follow. We're going to do all three of those games in the same episode. A big episode. Big dogs all over the place. But hopefully we come out in a good way. But guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.